Hi, and welcome to session 10 of the Quantum GIS walkthrough series. This session is about vector spatial analysis. I'll be looking at buffering, subsetting by spatial selection, and then clipping a vector layer dataset. I'll be working with the roads and river shapefiles that are currently open. Sometimes it's necessary to evaluate the infrastructure around a river for potential environmental impact or disaster. One way is by obtaining an area around the river by creating a buffer. In my project, I'll be creating a buffer around my river using the vector tools available through the vector menu bar. These tools are all from the F-Tools plugin. This has been integrated into the main installation of QGIS, so the plugin is automatically enabled. F-Tools provides vector data analysis and management. Before we start the buffer process, the buffering will require a distance parameter. It's important to check that our project is projected. We can check our projection under Project Properties, I'll select WGS 84 UTM Zone 34 South. I can also check on the General tab what unit measurements are in. Now, under the Vector menu, Geoprocessing Tools, I'll select Buffers. The input layer will be the rivers file that is already selected, and the buffer distance will be 200 meters. I'll select my output file, and press OK. I can say yes to add the layer to the table of contents or layer panel, and then close the dialog. We can see our buffer's been added. I'll drag the buffer to the bottom of the layer list. And if necessary, I can even check my buffer using the measurement tool. For the next step, we want to extract the road segments within 200 meters from the river, which means the road segments that intersect with the river buffer. There's two ways to do a select by location. One way is to use the F-Tools, and the other is to use a different plugin. Using the F-Tools method, I'd go Vector menu, Research Tools, Select by Location. And I'd select features in roads that intersect with my river buffer. Now, as we pan the map, we can see all the roads that fit within our buffer area are selected. Let's deselect all the features and show the second way to select by location. You'll need to enable the Spatial Query plugin. You'll find this in your plugin manager. Then click the icon to access the Spatial Query plugin. And choose your target layer and reference layer. The topological operation that we'll use will be the intersects option, and press OK. The query takes a bit longer, but it will work better for big data sets. The total number of features found is 472. If we wish to save the selection as a new shapefile, we simply right-click our roads layer and say Save Selection As. Browse to the location and name the file. I'll add on the file that we just saved. The new file contains only the selected features. It has also exported them with the attributes. You may notice, however, that there are dangling edges that extend from the buffer. How could we get rid of these? You can use the Clip tool. The Clip tool is under the Vector menu, Geoprocessing, Clip. The clip layer should be the river buffer, and the input layer could either be the roads or the selected roads. I'll choose the roads. Now we see that the clipped output matches the buffer area for the river. This layer reflects the road segments that surround the river that could potentially be useful for planners in the area. This concludes the introduction to vector analysis. The next screencast session will be on vector processing and analysis.